So with any case, the reasoning for the spiritual video when I was on federal security at the train station, the learning center there, and I was talking about the coyotes that showed up. Because I lost my reputation for everybody lying in Rhode Island. Essentially, what occurred is individuals say they stole something, and it brings me back through the very beginning of the loop of me losing my reputation and all the work it took, the 16-hour days the last 2 years. I've been taking a day off in 2 years, and I worked 16-hour days to get this back. I did something every day. I've been the furthest thing from lazy. So I have my reputation back, and people still going. They're like, hey, listen, we stole from you. Hey, listen, we want you locked up. Hey, listen, they have to lock you up in order to become a millionaire. Hey, listen, you're gonna die slowly. Hey, listen, and it's like, dude, what is even the reasoning behind that? Like, why is there a point? So, that puts me into danger, dude. That is an extreme threat. So that puts me into danger, and it's like, okay, well, now I have to defend myself somehow, and I have to be creative with it. So that's when I came up with, I'm a country folk, and I'm a nerd as well, and I'm a gentleman. So those type of individuals can gain trust from pretty much any animal, right? So I gained trust from the coyotes last night when I slept out there. So if people come near me and do that stuff, eventually they're not gonna, the coyotes aren't gonna tolerate, them damaging me like that. So with that being said, it's only for my protection. Having been said, I get attacked like that. For that is an extreme attack on my brain and my heart and the health. That was cool. And the health of, of what may be myself, right? So, people say I could gain it back instantly. However, not with the tormentation they use. So they use a threat beforehand. Now, this is like 2 years in advance from when it started, right? So I could not build it back due to the fact that I became disabled from the very nature of their manipulation. It started with trust build, and then they break your trust, and then that removes, that destroys your heart physically, and then your brain secondly, because then they're able to tap into the fear of you losing your heart. And once they tap into the fear of you losing their heart, you lose your prefrontal cortex functionality, and you operate off of fight or flight in your temporal lobe. And usually the manipulation is supposed to stick. However, for me, it didn't, simply because I stayed up on it and I kept up on it. So now, essentially, the goal is to take 3 to 6 months off, and then protect everybody and the coyotes at the same time. Take 3 to 6 months off and then go back to work. I am exhausted. My eyes are red from sleep deprivation. I'm exhausted, dude. I need to sleep and keep my rest and drink plenty of water and keep my energy at bay for at least 3 to 6 months, and then get back on the wagon. So I'm taking my life back, and everybody around really isn't pleased with that. However, with that being said, I have a right to take a break. That is my right, and I'm going to take a break, whether you like it or not. You can have a good day, everybody. I wanted to present the explanation behind the spiritual in this. For I'm a believer in God, always have been, always will be. I may have lost faith throughout the years, however, I regained it, and now I have it permanently. With that being said, God bless everybody. Thank you for listening.